inside and keep one side open, etc. So having a vestibule is nice. That is a nice feature of a tent. All right. So I'm going to leave that stake in the ground because it's not exactly easy to get in and out. But for now, I'm just going to open up both of these vestibules. One of the nice things about camping in the winter is you don't really have to worry about bugs. So I'll even open the screen for today. Yeah, so it doesn't really. It is what it is. I mean, it's Walmart, so it is what it is. I mean, it's all droopy and hangs down. There's really no way to tighten that up. Okay, so the size of this tent is fine. It's a single-person backpack. So it's meant to be small. It's meant to have one person be able to fit in there. Sometimes you can fit your gear and stuff in there. One thing that is atrocious about this tent is it has horrendous condensation. And we'll check that in the morning, and I'll definitely show you. However, for the price, other than that, it was a nice tent to learn on. Backpack is not from Walmart. I have not found a backpack from Walmart that was able to carry all of the overnight camping stuff in addition to the winter backpack that which is absolutely enormous. And I'll show you in a second. So this is one of those little foam camping mats. I think this was $10. When I very first few times I went camping, I slept directly on a yoga mat. Certainly won't be doing that again in the future, but you live and you learn. I upgraded to this thing. That was a significant increase over a yoga mat. You can find these at any kind of sporting goods store. They're usually around that $10 mark. I don't think there's probably any difference between any of them. They're all pretty much the same as far as I can tell. Now when you roll it like that, it kind of retains that shape. So what I do is I roll it back the other way. And that takes most of that out of there. And now it's kind of reasonably flat. When I roll it back up again, it's going to retain that shape again. It is what it is. Okay. So now that's in there. Okay. So this is like an unbranded blue sleeping mat. As far as I can tell, this is basically identical to the one I got from Temu. Has a basic little storage bag. This I got off of their website. It does have a little pillow. It also has a foot pump. Now I have not been able to get this foot pump to work, and it's freezing cold, so I don't want to blow into this mat. So I brought a little air mattress pump. Alright, now this is the piece that I am the most concerned with. Sleeping mat can absolutely break your stay. So, I got the foam mat underneath for some extra R value, and then I got the sleeping mat here. There's a reason why I'm doing this, a specific goal I have in mind. I'm going to finish getting everything set up, and then I'll talk to you about what that goal is. Now this here is my baby. This is a 10-degree sleeping bag from Ozark Trail, and it is massive. It comes with a stuff sack that is atrocious. I broke it the first time I ever used it, and it doesn't even compress that much. So this is a supplementary stuff sack that just has a ton of these different cinch down points all around it. And I used that in order to be able to use the sleeping bag, which is super affordable to do winter camping, before I had the money to get more expensive stuff, or before I had companies send me stuff for free. So I have used it, and in my experience, this thing is good. I've had it down camping in temperatures into the teens. It's rated comfort-wise for 10 degrees Fahrenheit. We all know a lot of companies just make those numbers up. However, I have personally tested this, and I do think it is a pretty warm sleeping bag. This, I know for a fact, is still available. I've been hanging in the basement for a long time. But yeah, it's a big, huge, fluffy sleeping bag. And there we go. Home sweet home. Alright, so then rounding out the entire toolkit here, this is my cook system. And we'll get into more about this later. But this is the old Stanley. So we'll get into that later. A couple quick side notes. This gray zip-up hoodie. This is right off the Walmart rack here. You can see I've had it for a long time. Got holes. I don't know if they still sell this brand, but it was called George. And they had various clothing from it. But I just like a nice zip-up hoodie because I like to be able to open and close the hoodie. Bang. The code is not from Walmart, but it is Amazon Basics, and I'm really pushing the limit with it today. I have better coats that I could be wearing, especially in a super cold winter day camping like this. But yeah, we're gonna hope for the best. I got layers underneath, yada yada yada. The pants are definitely from Walmart. These are Wrangler brand. They have a lay flat pocket on either side. They are a nice stretchy material. I wore these as my go-to camping pants for a very long time. If you've been around the channel for a while, then you saw my cemetery stealth camp where I was on an electric skateboard and I fell off and ripped a big hole. Very comfortable. They dry very quickly, so they're a great hiking pants. They're not warm in the winter time like this, so I do have long johns to throw on underneath it for later. One bad thing about these pants, and unfortunately it's kind of inexcusable, so hopefully you can see that, but all over these pants, the stitching is just coming up and coming loose. Okay, you can see that. Now, granted, I will say that I have beat the ever-loving tar out of these pants. I use them in like bushcraft type of scenarios, trudging through the bush looking for firewood. I think they're really just meant to be hiked in. If you ask me for my personal opinion, I would say it's worth buying a little bit more high quality of a pant. It's up to you if you want to chance it. The flip side of this whole situation is that they are quite inexpensive compared to some higher end hiking and outdoor pants like a Fall Raven. Now this is the saw that I got from the Team Win video. And this I have been extremely impressed with. I know it's not Walmart, but it's still something that's really cheap. I think it cuts every bit as good as the Silky saw. And it's only, I don't know, I'll double check, but I think it's $13, $15. That doesn't fold. Missing some features. The sheath on it is atrociously cheap, but the blade does cut fast. Perfect fire starter. No. That was okay. Right there. You can see it. You can access a little bit of that water. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Okay, let's see what we can do. All right. So that's the Stanley cook pot. You can still see the Stanley. I've had it on many a campfire. comes with like a plastic thing up there, which I removed and replaced it with a key ring. I like that a lot better. I don't like plastic stuff, tabs and handles and stuff like that, because they tend to melt. I have no idea what this is or what brand it was, but I've had this on the campfire as well. It's got these arms. But I did pick this up off the shelf on Walmart several years ago. It was $5. And the Stanley canteen goes inside there nicely. So it's a pot and mug. Now, because there's soot and everything on here, I put a handkerchief to keep in this hand. Just a little bit of water. These boots are waterproof. And right here, this is only a couple of inches deep. Okay, we're in. It's not bad. It actually looks quite clean here. There you can see the water actually looks really reasonably clear. So, to the bottom there.
Get a brand new air conditioning system and do not put a single penny down in the process. You heard me right, guys. If you're anywhere here in the area, we have a spring special going on where we can get you a brand new high efficiency air conditioning system installed for $0 down. And you're actually going to be able to pay just $83 a month. Guys, as low as $83 a month and $0 down gets you a brand new high efficiency air conditioning system. If you're interested, if you'd like more info, use the camera app on your phone. You can scan the QR code here to my right or to my left. It's going to take you to a page with 1 or 2 quick questions. Answer those, and then we will send you over more information. Again, if you're anywhere here in the area, we are one of the most trusted heating and air conditioning companies. And right now, we can get you a brand new high-efficiency air conditioning system starting at just $83 a month with $0 down. If you're interested, scan the QR code here to my right or to my left, and we will send you over more information.
They say memories fade. But what if you could bring them back? The long summer days, the breeze of the Amalfi Coast, the smell of fresh oranges, water dripping from my hair, ice cubes clinking in my glass. The perfect, never-ending summer.